The Sharp Tank. No jumper. Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. Hey, church, that's like touching the black man's stereo. Don't do that. I'm just with you, man. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I know. Let's keep the cussing to a minimum. Hey, man. Today, I got some special guests, man. Some special cats, man. You know, Toke, aka Potlord, man. You know, I know you. But today, I'm proud to introduce the Ebony Beach Club, man.
Yes, sir.
Happy to be here, man, to have y'all up in here, man. So let's just jump into it, man. What's it like being black surfers? No, I'm just
let's go. No, let's go. Let's fire it up. Let's go.
I'm just playing. Let's go back to, I believe it was, what's that, Black Sand it was?
Yeah, Black Sand.
How did that start? How did that go about?
I mean, Black Sand, it was really like, I mean, we started surfing in the pandemic, so we pandemic surfers for whatever that's worth.
Oh, you guys are new at this.
Yeah, I've been surfing a year and 10 months.
Yeah.
But we move with strength, you know what I mean? So that's why it's had as much of an impact as it's had. But and real intention. But Black Sand was started just because I just randomly was like, oh, I want to start surfing, and I just started surfing. I was like on my Instagram, like, who got a board I can borrow? And then I just borrowed the homie board, blah blah blah. Went out. And then I was like, once I started going out, I was like, wait, I feel
Don't
like
just blah blah blah.
I think no, it was blah blah blah. Like we was just showing up, we was surfing. I didn't know how to surf. I didn't have anybody who showed me how to do it. I didn't have no previous on the culture or anything. I was just like showing up, you know, like clueless basically. So, but then through doing that and going to surfing like Manhattan Beach, you like, dang, I'm definitely the only black person out here. So. Yeah, I feel like that was like the problem, and then the solution was like finding other people. So like he hit me up on Instagram and was just like seeing me on my story because this fool other story.
I'm a very big super fan. I've been following Brick since like he had an Instagram.
Like 2015.
Messaging his ass like, yo, look at my pictures, bro. Like, you're such a dope photographer, bro. Look at my pictures.
I just gotta.
He's a photographer. He's a photographer.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, pause. Let's
yeah.
Real quick. Hold on, man. This thing just took a shift, man, and turned into events.
Hey, look at my pictures, bro. Hey, look at my pictures.
But
that's kind of crazy.
I didn't even think about that. That was crazy.
He's a photographer. Disclaimer.
I couldn't let that slide.
I know you know let that one slide.
Here I go. What are we, 5 minutes in? I shut my ass up.
Bro. But to go back to, I believe you were talking about Manhattan Pier.
Yeah,
right?
Manhattan Beach Pier.
There was an incident.
Yeah, 100%. So like I said, when me and him met, it just became like we should just go out together because there ain't nobody else coming out to surf, you know, that looks like us, you know. So we just started showing up together. He was like picking me up 5 a.m. We just mobbing to Manhattan Beach, like no traffic on the 110, you know, it's like pandemic. So we're doing that for like a couple months. And
Did you guys do that? I don't mean to interrupt, but I just got to ask. Did you guys do that because you just had no money and nothing else to do? You said, forget it, I'm going to go to the beach.
Nah, it was just like on some soul. It's like church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not in the church sense. I know you be talking about the church. I'm talking about just
I was about to say this,
it's like a church for us.
I was going to say, because I'm like this, I was going to get up on you and say, man, you ain't from the church.
No, that's why we're going so early. So then that way, you know, we still have that day ahead of us afterwards. You know what I mean?
Just trying to beat the traffic. Because like me, bro, I'm a producer. That's the other backstory of me. I'm a producer. I'm a DJ, creative director, photographer. Like I'm just a creative all around. So that's been my thing since I was 16. I'm 25 now. Shoot, before that, 14. So when I started surfing, that's what, again, that was a part of the problem. Is I was like, dang, I'm wasting hella time just coming out here to surf. I got to do this for a reason. So we got to tell the story. So that's why Black Sand was like, I looked at him like, we got to call this something because it feel like something just even showing up here and just being like, there ain't nobody else here and we're just here for us. You know what I mean?
Just
so
black folks. Y'all just wanted to form a gang.
Nigga just can't
Let's become a gang.
Just can't not be a gang. That's so funny.
We gonna jump somebody on. Put your surfboard down, homie. That run it up. We put niggas.
But honestly, that's what it is because that's the whole concept of that. Even it's like strength in numbers type of thing. You know what I mean? So we started showing up in numbers. It's 2 of us, and then you get another one. Now you got 3, and you're like, cool. You know what I mean? So through doing that, us showing up every day. And again, we're just like ignorantly showing up. Like we don't know anything about surfing other than the fact that we were finding it fun and we wanted to get better.
Just doing it our own way.
Why would you guys call it ignorant?
I'm saying we're ignorant in the sense of like, I don't know anything about this space or place.
Exactly.
I'm not coming here off of a reference, off of like my parents showed me, you know what I mean?
Well,
I didn't grow up near the beach.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's ignorance. I think it's just lacking information.
That's what ignorance means.
You were just lacking, but no. Somebody.
But I feel you, though.
Ignorance to me is a whole different type of mixture, man.
Yeah.
Because somebody can know it, but still ignorantly make the wrong move still and they know that they're supposed to move a certain way.
Yeah, yeah,
See what I'm saying? So I look at ignorance in a different type of sense.
It's got a little bit of a
better, but you rather do dirty.
Right. Yeah. That's real.
Yeah, I think
I meant ignorant in the sense of we don't know anything about this. We're showing up with like fresh eyes, fresh ears. Like this is our experience.
And we didn't really care.
You know what I mean? And we didn't care. We like so that's why like with Black Sand, the whole vision was to like document this going from being a beginner at something. You know, being down to just be like, I don't know anything about this, but I know through me showing up enough, something will come of it. You know what I mean? And it'll attract other people. You know, like you attract what you put out.
You feel like and we'll get back to the Manhattan because I want to know the Manhattan story. But
that's the story.
Do you feel like you were trying to? I don't feel like there was a little bit more that came with that, but we're gonna dive into that in just a second, Church. We only about 100 meters.
Yeah.
You know, do you feel like
that's just deep.
Do you feel like that was like a piece of your? Were you trying to escape something? Maybe.
Escapism.
You know, I mean, I mean, I'm gonna be real, man.
No,
to see a
100%.
black man, not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but to see a black man say, "Hey, man, you know, F it, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a surfboard, man, and I'm gonna get out here every day." You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Every
For
morning.
It's,
you know,
it's escapism in a healthy way. I feel like because there's a lot of other things that people could choose to escape to. You know, like we don't even got to get into it. You know what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't you do that?
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I want to know what you're saying. Don't do that. We ain't gonna run from that.
Get into it.
I mean, I was escaping for sure. I was homeless at the time.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I'm saying. This is what matters, man. You know, is what sent you to saying, man, hey, man, I'm about to go ahead and I'm gonna go hit the waters, man. You know, I'm about to. You gotta be. You're trying to escape something.
So. Yeah, for me, the escape was like the industry I was working within, like being a producer and just living in this world of like, oh, I'm sending beats to so-and-so. Like I've had songs, I got multi-platinum records when I was 22 years old.
Yeah, by the way, you made Broccoli, which is fucking
I didn't make Broccoli, that was close. It's iSpy.
I mean, not iSpy, I said
I
iSpy, my bad. iSpy, not Broccoli. Isn't there someone called Broccoli?
Hey, bro.
No,
oh, no, it's okay, iSpy.
Don't mess up the man's interview.
Hey, you're good. We love Potlord. Potlord just, you know,
no, this the
you're my
right
friend.
here.
My friend, he just don't know some things
Continue,
sometimes.
though,
My bad. It's iSpy. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I'm sure, like I said, you know, the people, the viewers.
Yeah.
You know, when I do these interviews, man, you know, they want to know about the person, man, and what kind of, you know, inspired them or built them or even sent them the route that they're going. So that's why when I ask, like, you know, it had to be something about surfing that you were running, it was something that made you feel good away from something else.
See, me, I'm just like I said, the escape was sort of like the industry I was working in, and I think anybody feels that with whatever that they're working in. You know what I mean? It's like you'll just get exhausted by whatever it is. So I was just exhausted by that chase feeling. You know what I mean? And like doing things for other people. I'm waiting on other people to hit me back. Oh, I sent so and so this beat and that beat, and he ain't hit me back. And like, oh, I made this song and it's never coming out. And even when it do come out, you barely getting paid because you're a producer, you know what I mean? So to me, and that's what I meant when I said church earlier, was like, it was like church in the sense that it was fulfilling my soul. Like I was like, oh wow, this just feels good to like something. I'm not looking for any particular thing out of it other than becoming better, being better, and being like, dang, I caught my first wave. Now I wanna do a turn. You know what I mean? I wanna go up and I wanna get speed down the line. Like, how do you get speed? You know what I mean? So, and having a group of people to do that with is what made it even better to advance. And that's why it was like really a healthy escapism for me. And I think for anybody from whatever they're doing, like that's the common denominator in surf in general. Like, you know, white, black, or otherwise, whoever you are, everybody there is escaping something. People just go there because they're like, I'm here because I like this. Ain't nobody paying you to go out there to wake up at 5:30, 6:30 in the morning to go surf. So that's why I think that it was important for me to try and share that gift and that blessing with other people. And that's what the vision was with Black Sand, was to like sort of put this out here and tell people to embrace that process of, you know, being a beginner, being new at something, and just being like, I'm okay with this part of the process. It don't gotta look glitzy and glamoury. Like, this is just what it is. We gonna fall, we gonna be out here busting our ass, looking a fool. And if I cared what these white boys over here next to me thought about that, I wouldn't be here today. You know what I mean? So we was just like, we showing up. That's the original thesis, is just like showing up, you know?
Yeah.
But
I was definitely escaping some shit when I was doing that, for sure. And that's
Talk to us, Gage. What was your experience? Because we talked to my man's over here, like, and I liked his outlook to it. He was just like, man, I was just trying to be better. You know what I'm saying? Some people, hey, different strokes for different folks. But we're gonna go ahead, man. We're gonna lean over to you for a second. You know, what did you feel like you were escaping at that time?
I mean, I think I was honestly like escaping life in general. Like I was super in a lame place. I was in a lame place where I was like, I had one of those classic big relationship before, big break. I wasn't living in a certain place, couch surfing, going different places, and I was sleeping.
Oh, so you was already surfing?
I was like heavy.
Oh,
like
so you
heavy
was
too.
already surfing. You was already pro.
Shamelessly.
Didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
You was already pro, bro.
Yeah, I found myself sleeping on the PCH a lot because it was like, no one ever goes and fucks with people there. So I was like sleeping on the PCH, and one day I just like woke up, people were surfing, and I was like, man, I've snowboarded my whole life. I'm from Michigan, so like I was doing that and skateboarding. I was like, I should just get a surfboard so that way like I could wake up here and just like go surf a little bit.
So you just
I just found it felt better when I first went out there. It was like being detached. Like it sounds weird, but your feet leaving the ground, the sand, you know what I mean, detached from the country and the continent, and you're like on the most western part of this continent, you know what I mean? You're like, you don't feel like you're really associated with that anymore.
That's real.
You know, like, so I just felt like it was just an easy way to do that. And as soon as I saw Brick on a story say he was doing it, I just flipped because I didn't know not even any people of color that were surfing. I was just only seeing white boys from Malibu out there because I was on the PCH all the time.
Yeah.
I felt that.
What was that like for y'all, man? And because I want to really dive into that Manhattan story, like, man,
let's go.
you know, and y'all being out there one day, being black sand at the time, if I'm not mistaken, y'all being out there and people making racial slurs at y'all.
Yeah. So, what do you want to know about it?
Yeah.
I want to know, man, what was that experience like, man? Like, what's that, like trying something new,
Recount
like you
the day.
said, you trying to go out there and find peace.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? Like, you're out there trying to find peace, and as you're out there trying to find peace, you find hatred.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to know what that experience was like, that day, man, and just hearing some old bullshit or somebody just atting you, you know?
I mean, really, it was just like, we're in the water just surfing, doing the same thing we was always doing. We getting up on the board at this point. Like, we know how to ride a wave, et cetera, et cetera. But sometimes it get packed out there. It'll be a bunch of people. It's like traffic jams. It's like anything at the skate park. It'd be a dude on a scooter in the middle of the way. Like, it happens.
We're there
It's
every
like,
day,
damn, bro.
just like everybody else.
Yeah, we there every day. We showing up every day at this point. So now we're like, okay, these are the two black dudes who keep coming up here to surf every day. You know, we've been going out there 2, 3, 4 months at that time, you know? So maybe 5, actually.
Every day.
Yeah, we was out there every day, though. Dead ass 5, 7 days a week type of shit. So, yeah, we're out there. We end up getting in this little like traffic jam with this kid, the homie now. But we got in this little traffic jam. We was out there, you know what I mean? And, I mean, he was like, what, 15, 16 years old at the time. And then like he get in my, I get, like he's coming across the wave, if it make any sense. He coming across and I'm going over the wave like that. I was in his way, rightfully so. But then he's like, get the fuck out my way. And I was like, hold up, bro. I'm just not gonna tolerate any disrespect. Like super respectfully was just like,
From a
bro,
kid.
I come out here every day and I show you nothing but respect. I'll give them priority on the waves because I know I'm new at this. You know what I mean? I'm like, I show you nothing but respect. I'm not gonna tolerate any disrespect. And from there, that's where it escalated. That's when his homies jump in. They're like, yo, chill out. You're making this way more serious than it needs to be, dude. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally just like, look, bro, like,
And that's
I
when
get
I
it. I was
jump
in
in,
your way.
man.
I said, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna disrespect me talking about some get the fuck out the way. He had his homies there. He's usually there alone. He had his homies there. So he was just feeling a little piped up. He's young. Just whatever. I'm not about to put hands on the kid or nothing. I was just like, hey, bro, it's just respect.
Straight
Every
up.
time I come
Teaching
here,
him something.
you know, it's an exchange. Because I think that's another thing that's messed up with surf is like the ethos for them is really like, come here, respect me, keep respecting me, and then maybe I'll give you some respect. And it's like us, I feel like we show up, it's just like, bro, I'm gonna give you respect, you gonna give it back. And that's just that. I'm not about to keep respecting you until you've decided that I've respected you enough. You know what I mean? So
like, nah.
So whatever, fast forward, dudes is arguing, the kids is arguing, they bickering at me. Gage is getting involved. Gage, he's like more the hot
I leave it alone. You already know, bro. Like, you know, if someone's talking shit to even your brother, like, you're gonna let him handle it first for a second. That's maturely, like, you know, like I'm trying to sit here and he's telling this kid.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Like, you know, it's a real one, bro. I don't know, bro. Me and my peoples, we probably gonna pack some shit out.
No, that's facts.
But at this point, I'm in the water with a kid. You know?
No, true. But I'm just saying, sometimes, hey, homie, I was a kid and had to learn.
Yeah, that's real.
I'm just being honest.
No,
with you.
100%. I mean, I did. I ended up doing it. I was like, that when that other kid said something, then I walked up and I was like, yo, I don't know why the fuck you're saying.
But y'all at the beach, y'all probably would have put some hands on some rich ass little kids.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And that's what makes this situation different. We not in the streets. That's like the water is a lawless land. You know what I mean? There ain't no police out there. There ain't no cell phones out there. Right, it's like people are really out there, and it's ultimately had been like one of the last safe white spaces where they like, there ain't nobody else here to audit shit. What are y'all gonna say to us? Who you gonna go cry to? Like, nobody on land. What you gonna go tell some black folks? Like, oh, these dudes were messing with me in the water. They like, what do you mean? Like, it doesn't make sense for some reason. Because you know what I'm saying? It's real. So it's like they feel like they could do whatever they want. So that's why. But also, we got to have a level of awareness because we're under the Manhattan Beach Pier. Like, there's a pier right here. We're surfing at the pier.
People looking down at us.
It's people looking over. What do I look like? Hitting some kid, you know what I mean? So I'm handling it peacefully. We're like, cool, whatever. But bro's arguing.
What if took off on you, man?
But then it's a different story. But check it out. So
I know some kids. I know some kids from some neighborhoods, man, that'll do shit like that.
Yeah, no, that's
fact. They ain't do that. It didn't get there.
I'm grown too. Like, man,
that's real.
Like, I don't know.
They were
like,
fine.
That's real. He wasn't on that type of time. Like after I told him like it's respect, and he paddled away. He didn't want to talk about it. Like I was like, all right, cool. That's who he is. But then that's why after it keeps escalating, then out of nowhere, some dude, he probably about 40-something years old, white dude, Lord knows where he's from.
Also, there was a break, which I thought is a vital part of the story that's weird, where it was like,
we were chilling. Like, it was done. It was like, all right, bro, it's cool, it's whatever. Dude, it's a tiny
We started
wave.
surfing for 10 more minutes.
It's 2 to 3 foot waves. Yeah, it's silence.
Sorry,
10 minutes go by, and then this dude come paddling up out of nowhere, like, get the fuck out of here. We like, me and Gage literally look at each other like, what? He's like, get the fuck out of here. Go back to Bruce's Beach. Go surf where y'all belong, which, mind you,
I'm going to be real, because I was going to ask you, you know, do you feel like they were like, this ain't your sport?
100%.
Always
are.
are.
You getting
Still
that vibe? Was you getting that vibe?
That's
Like,
for sure.
And you just out there chilling, like you said, Brick. Like you just out there kicking it, doing your thing. Granted.
Yeah.
But did you ever get the vibe, man? This isn't a time to be passive.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it and spread fucking awareness.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
but
Mr. Talk
earlier
about
he was
it.
like, well, you know what you want to know. No, I want to know everything about it. Let's spread awareness.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
Of what can really take it. You know, because there might be some up and coming black kids that want to serve.
100%.
Dude, that's a lot younger than you.
Yep.
You need to,
and that's what it's about.
I would expect you to tell them, hey man, you know, I've had this experience. This might how you want to approach it. I've been there already.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, if we want to talk about it, surfing is not, it's racist, especially in Southern California. 100%. I can really speak to Southern California and California in general.
Let's talk about
because it's different when you're talking about surfing in the Caribbean, or you talking about Senegal, where almost everybody that's surfing is black, or Hawaii, where it's, you know, it's a whole different culture. My man Julian Williams in here.
Shout out Julian.
He'll come in and talk about that some more. He's from the island, but you know what I mean? In Southern California, it's a very elitist thing, you know? So in turn, that is racist, because it's like the only people, when you're talking about, these are my waves, I'm a local here, the only locals is white. Manhattan Beach is less than 0.5% black. It's less than 197 people that live there. So you know what I mean? How can we even be locals when it's like, when you go back to the 50s and the 60s, when black people, there was redlining, when it's like black people couldn't even be there. You know what I mean? We weren't allowed there. It was like policy that was written for us to not be there. So it's like, my grandfather didn't have the opportunity, even if he had the money, to become a local, to inherit that house that these kids have inherited. You know what I mean? These are my waves. You feel me? So so that sense of entitlement is actually, it's systemic. You know what I mean? Like it's way deeper than just like feeling like these are my waves.
For sure. I mean, it goes into like, oh, black people can't swim situation.
100%. Black people can't swim because
like, there was
a lot of
actual
black folks
reason.
Don't like to swim.
And that's fine, but there's a deeper reason of this whole cultural joke of that, like, black people can't swim. Like,
I don't like that shit. That's like that's the chicken and watermelon eating that shit. I don't like that.
Exactly.
Like, that's stereotypical.
But all those things, those were created. All of that was by design. Like even black people don't like to swim comes from black people can't swim. We've been told that.
We've been taught
because
there was
there was policy. It was like, black people cannot come to the pools in Alabama. They was dumping in Mississippi, in the South, everywhere. You can't come to the pool. How are we ever supposed to learn how to swim? They got hundreds of years of a head start on us. We couldn't go to the beaches anywhere.
You think it's because We don't need to dive too deep into that.
Oh, no, wait, no, you said you gonna dive
But
deep.
do you think it's because they maybe want us to drown? No, I don't mean just drown in the water. I mean drown in
it's
life.
metaphorical. Yes,
You know,
that's
drown
true.
in life.
That's
Period.
That's 100%.
You know,
the
you
facts.
can't do what you don't know.
Yep.
Just like I was
And you
telling
can't be what you
Exactly.
can't see. So that's
You know what I'm
why,
saying?
and that's
Yeah.
why
Do
it's
what you
important
don't
that
know.
we're doing this, you know. But I'm gonna get back to the story because it's almost like at the juicy part. So, anyways,
Yeah, you're right.
Dude pulls up
Climax.
on us. Yeah, dude pulls up on us talking about, oh, get out of here, go back to Bruce's Beach. I was like, bro, is this dude serious? Like he's paddling up to me, and I'm like, what? Now at this point, everybody's like, kind of looking at the pier, over the pier, because they see like this guy is
he's yelling.
He's yelling
Screaming
at
at
us.
us.
So I'm confused. He talking about go back to Bruce's Beach. Da da da. Go
We
surf
barely
where
know
you
what that
belong. Get
is.
out of here. Get out of here, donkey. That was the first thing he said. I was like, donkey.
He kept looking at me and he's like, your nails are painted, you gay. You gay, you're
F says the F word.
Yeah,
We're
I
not
don't like
gonna
to say
say
the
it,
F
but-
word. You know what I'm saying? Like, started saying that about me too, just because he started realizing he
Yeah.
couldn't affect Brick.
And
So Brick's kind of ignoring him, so he
Yeah.
starts looking at me, trying to make me feel bad, because you
Yeah.
could just tell he just wanted to make someone feel like shit.
And this,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I don't understand the nail paint on fingertips and things
I knew
like
he was gonna say
that.
that. I knew Sharp was gonna say
I
that.
don't understand.
Oh,
I mean, I don't. But I'm gonna
Oh,
say
shit.
this: motherfuckers probably don't understand why I wear my hair like this, or why my tattoo looks like
Exactly.
this, or
That's a
why I
great way to-
speak
bro.
like this, or why I do that. So, hey, man, to each their own.
There's space for everybody to be themselves, you know?
I'm just being real,
100%.
man. Like shit, my man. Are you gay?
I'm personally not, no.
Okay, then. I mean, so you know, I mean, shit. It's
yeah.
no. He does what he does.
I'm big vibes in the community, for sure.
Yeah,
I love
hey
that
man,
community.
hey man,
vibes.
nothing but love to the community. It's not even that, but I'm just saying, like motherfuckers want to sit there and judge. I see that now, you know.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
judge off your looks,
Right.
not how you sound. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Or
exactly.
what game you kicking? You
Yeah.
know, just of life, man. You
Yeah.
know, it ain't gotta be my walk of life. It ain't gotta be his or the next door
Yeah.
neighbors. But just just bring a different perspective to
Yeah.
the mixture, man.
100%. So he was just, he's projecting his own ignorance at that point. So then I was like, all right, bro. That's when I was like, all right, if we gonna talk about this, paddle in with me. I'm not paddling in with you, donkey. Paddle in means like, let's go to the
Yeah,
beach
beach
and
and-
resolve this. I'm not about to argue with you in the water. Let's paddle in. You want to talk about it? I'm not paddling in with you, donkey. Paddle in, my nigga. That's what I told him. I was like, paddle in, my nigga. And that's when he goes, nigger? You're calling me a nigger? I'm sorry, hard R,
Yeah.
but I had to say
Hit
it.
it.
Yeah.
Hit it on
For-
him.
Nigger, throwing water in my face. N-word, hard R, hard R, hard
And
R.
I start turning
throwing
like-
water in my face. At that point, I'm fuming. Like, I paddled up closer to him. We face to face, and I'm literally like, bro, I'm aware though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And I think that it's like, obviously, any nigga would be like, a nigga say that to me, I'm sucking on, I'm paying, you get packed out. But I'm like, bro, I'm aware of what's happening right now. I see where I'm at. I zoom out. It's like, there's the pier right there. There's all these white people watching. It's these kids. There's 20 white dudes in the water. Nobody's saying
one's saying
anything.
anything.
You
Nobody-
using your second thought, bro.
Yeah,
That, you
that
know, bro.
part.
That's. I'm
That's
gonna be
God.
honest with you, bro. Like, and it is, but that's you and knowing how to control yourself, man. And
Yep.
that it takes a lot sometimes. Especially, I'm sure it takes a lot at the magnitude of where. You're getting called something that anybody in their right mind. I mean, shit, if a motherfucker calls me that, bro, I'm automatically
know.
seeing red and purple and blue on your face, or I'm starting to see some different things, So
Yeah,
I can only
that's
imagine
facts.
what type of the magnitude of how you were fit, like
Yeah.
to calm yourself, like to keep the control.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. I'm that's what I'm saying. I'm on the verge
Because you
of
was taught to
blacking
get
right in
on
front
him
of him.
when
Yeah.
a motherfucker tell you
That's
that
what I'm
immediately.
saying.
We
He
were
throwing
taught
water
that
in
from
my
young.
face.
Yeah.
It's 20 times. He must have said it 20 times, at least maybe 30. Like it was nonstop. People on the pier are watching. It's a crowd at this point. It's
I'm
a whole
jaw
scene.
drop. I just
Gage
started
is
realizing
hot.
it, and then I get hot because I grew up in Michigan, bro. I had so
Yeah.
many people call me that. So like that was like final straw for me.
I
It
just
was
want y'all
like-
to. I want y'all to know something, man. And this is my game to you
Yeah.
in it all. I'm a lot older than y'all, man. So I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, don't you gonna be tested, bruh. Let that shit roll. You know what I'm
sir.
saying, bro? You destined for greatness.
Every time.
You
Every
know
time.
what I'm
Every
saying?
time.
Y'all
Every time.
destined for greatness, man. Don't let none of that shit stop you or try to put
That's
any
real.
type of hiccups in your game, man. Because
Absolutely not.
motherfuckers, like I said, we was taught from kids to, man, if a motherfucker call you that's as good as spitting in your face.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Get on him. You know what I'm saying? Immediately.
To add to that, like, so that's how I got linked up with these niggas, is because like I seen that shit. It was obviously going like super viral on Instagram and shit like that. And obviously they said they're like newer to surfing. I've been surfing since I was like 8 years old.
We were gonna get to you.
Yeah,
buddy.
no, but
We
I'm
were
just
saving
this,
you for
no.
the grand,
I'm just trying to
for the
say.
grand
let him have his piece. Let him have his
saga,
piece.
okay?
Let him have his piece.
But he's been waiting.
Yeah. I'm just trying to say.
Let's
So
let
I've been
him
serving
go.
since I was like 8, and then like you feel me, and I reached out to these niggas type shit because I felt that in a sense because I've been that's just been happening to me 5+ times in the water of me growing up. So I felt them. I like literally felt them, and then we've been like homies ever since. But
100%.
yeah, man, like that shit's crazy, bro.
So
like
to conclude that story, to wrap it up, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, Gage is still arguing with bro. I'm like, bro, and I look at bro dead in his eyes. I was like, yo, whatever you going through, that's something you gonna have to go back home and deal with in the mirror. That don't got nothing to do with me. I'm not a nigger. Whatever you want to, you can call me that. It doesn't make me that, so it doesn't offend me. I don't actually feel nothing about it. I'm more surprised that you just said it more than anything. But I don't feel like, dang, am I? You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, Gage, let's paddle in. Let's go in.
People
I'm
don't.
literally here like
People were raised, but you have to understand something, bro. He don't know no better because that's what he heard his people saying when he was coming
real.
up.
Straight up.
Every time they every time they got mad at somebody that was of different color or of some type of some type of way, like that's what they'll say when they mad.
Yeah.
So he's watching this as a youngster. He's looking up at his people doing this, so it automatically, naturally comes out of him. He can't help it.
Exactly.
So he couldn't help it. He was ready to call you that, and then when you kind of like said, "My nigga," like it triggered him there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
if you say it, I can say it. If you say it, I can say it.
I love that. I love that one.
Exactly.
You said it to me.
You said it to me. You're gonna call me it.
Yeah.
And like what?
I love that one.
That's crazy.
So we paddle back in. I'm like, hey, bro, let's bounce. We out. I'm like, I'm not tripping off of it. I'm like, you know what, whatever. I let him have his moment. I was like, cool. I let him throw the water in my face. I'm like, go for it. I'm like, you want a reaction. I'm not going to give it to you. We out. So we bounce. And then as we get out, then that's when there was one black dude on the pier that day. It's never rarely black people just walking around Manhattan Beach at 6:30, 7 a.m. So it was an older dude. He had on the wood beads and everything. He had on the Pan-African Film Festival t-shirt, I remember, big old gray beard. And he was like, yo, I was already taking pictures of y'all because I seen two brothers surfing. I ain't never seen two brothers surfing. And then this started to happen. So he had pictures of us from like 10 minutes before on his phone. He's like, I would have took a video, but I ain't had no storage. So he had the picture of bro throwing the water in my face.
That sound like an excuse. Says, I ain't never seen no brother surfing. I just wanted to.
No, that's a fact.
But it's a fact because I could tell he was on some pro-black vibes. So he was like already getting it. So that's why it was a godsend, in my opinion, that like he had even been there, because that photo to me, I mean, it was just the proof. Because anytime, like you said, like you had all those experiences all growing up. Yeah. But like I said, ain't no phones out there, ain't no police out there, ain't no way to prove. Like nobody cares, bro. Right. So that's why, like, even me having a platform through the music stuff and just all my previous, career, I feel like that's what gave it the voice to become a lighthouse for like, yo, this is a problem. You know what I mean? And we just resolving it through love. You know what I mean? It's not about to be like. Nothing more than that. So that's what it became. And we organized the peace paddle shit a few days later. Once it went viral on Instagram, we just got on live and was talking about it. I mean, I might have had 40 people on the live, but then the video of the live went viral. And we just he went back to the crib. I was like, yo, we got to go live and talk about it. I don't even do lives. Chilling. I was like, we got to tell that story though, because it's just wild. So he's smoking a joint. We just talking about it, and it went up. So through that's what, like, how it became a lighthouse and sort of attracted all the black surf community globally, and then obviously a ton of like solidarity for, which we've learned fades. We got some real ones in the cut, but it's also, it can be fleeting, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Through Black Sand, we got so much solidarity through that, and that, to fast forward the story once again, we found our community, but then there was all these other people like, we support you guys. If I was out there that day, I would have beat those dudes up. And I'm like, cool, word. ain't nobody out there said anything. Soon as we get out the water, that's the other thing, bro.
100%.
Soon as we get out the water, dude's like, you know what I mean? Like, soon as we get out the water, bro's like, hey man, what happened out there? That was wrong. He was sitting there the whole time. I'm like, bro, that's your time to speak to your white brother and be like, hey, cut that.
I literally looked at that man. I was like, "Yo, don't even speak to me." And we just kept walking.
I don't want to hear it, man.
Don't even speak to me, bro. What are you talking about? Like that same guy that was just right out there. Yeah. You were sitting next to that man. Why didn't you say that out loud?
Exactly.
Yeah. So through that, it was all this solidarity and blah 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 blah, and brands like, "Oh, we want to have you involved in our cool, whatever." It's like that support isn't really sustainable. But what's sustainable is like the people who relate to the experience, like Potlord and all the other black surfers. It's like this has been happening since the dawn of surf.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though surf was really created by black people, but that's a whole different conversation. We'll argue that. But what's it called?
Argue in the comments.
Yeah, argue in the comments. Argue in the comments about that one. But so it's like we found all this community, and then to speak to the transition into Ebony Beach Club, that was really because we wanted to make a stance about like, yo, this is the Ebony Beach Club. It says very clearly what it is. Black Sand felt like solidarity, perfect on the line. Like, I support this, you know. Ebony
really
Beach Club
surfy,
is like
black
people at the beach coming together. You know what I mean? And that's what it's grown to become, and it's been so just, you know, beautiful and flourishing. And ultimately, I could go into the history of the original Ebony Beach Club, which was founded in 1957. But again, the city of Santa Monica, it was in Santa Monica. It was a man named Silas White. He had a building. He was an entrepreneur. 2,000 members signed up. He was creating the Ebony Beach Club, the original Ebony Beach Club. And the city of Santa Monica, obviously, during the permitting process of the whole place, city of Santa Monica comes in and goes, we need this for like a civic parking lot. So they claim eminent domain on it. And it's waterfront, you know? It's 3 empty lots on all 3 sides. They could have put a parking lot in any of them. But as soon as the Ebony Beach Club came into conception, they shut it down, flattened the building, turned it into a parking lot. You know what I mean? It never opened. It never had an official opening, even though it had all these members signed up. My grandfather, who's 90 years old, being one of the members that was signed up, which is wild to me. He's still alive. You know what I mean?
He didn't know that when we started to
Shout out to Papa.
Shout out to Papa. Shout out Donald Dove.
Shout out to Papa.
You know, look him up. Go through the newspaper archive. He's a real one. He's a city planner for Los Angeles, California. But you know what I mean? It was a real thing. It was gonna be a place for, you know, black people to change into their swimsuits. He had like fishing trips planned and just a place of congregation because there was no safe space for black people to be at the beach and to think that they could just step on that idea. Like, imagine they could step on our idea like that. They can't now. So that's what we lacked, and that's why this being created like this and being a lighthouse for just this black surf revolution, I would call it, renaissance. You know, is what that's why we did Ebony Beach Club, and it is what it is now. We partying on the beach. We made it more fun. Right. So I know you might have seen about it now because it's like we throwing parties on the beach. It's functions. It's a stripper pole. We doing free surf lessons for all black people. It's lit. It's a vibe. You know what I mean? But that was why the pivot from Black Sand to Ebony Beach Club was so important, was to make it what we want it to be. Like, we never got to have a beach and surf culture as black people.
We're creating this culture for the first time.
Exactly. Like, everything that we've seen and known of the beach has been like white boys, blonde hair with the Volkswagen and like, that's what we've always seen. We never got to see what it was look like with Ice Cube and them on the beach, like doing the thing. You know what I mean? Like, all the 80s, it was two worlds. Like, all that Beach Boy stuff I'm talking about, and then all the Compton, the straight out of Compton, and those worlds that everybody around the world knows, that those two sides of California, they were happening at the same time in the same place, within a 10, 15 mile radius of each other, and they never intersected because they weren't allowed to. You know what I mean? So to think that...
Do you get any... Because I got to ask this, man, because I don't want to forget this one.
Yeah.
Do you get any type of backlash from the black community, the people that don't surf or people that don't fuck with it, that might not understand, that be like, man, what the fuck these niggas doing out here, man? Like, man, y'all niggas better get up over here and get some bread. You better get over here and come do some of this. Like, kind of like try to... does it consume you?
I think that was what me and him and you experienced growing up. It's like, I used to ride BMX bikes, and you know what I mean? He used to snowboard, he been surfing, you know, so all growing up, that was what we felt. Was like this whole, like, you riding BMX, hanging out with all the white boys, doing some white boy shit.
I'm a dancer, bro. I was out here like competitively dancing. My friends were like,
"This will do contemporary dance."
You know, like everyone would treat me like, "What the?"
Nigga did movement for Kanye. You did movement for Kanye West, right?
Yeah. Dance out.
I mean, like all different forms, all different forms.
I don't know.
Like,
I mean,
hip hop, like commercially.
Oh, okay.
Also concert work, like kind of more of that, like concert, like, you know, no shoes. I don't do ballet or anything like that, but like contemporary, modern style.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what that might have consisted of.
Yeah.
Potlord.
What up?
This nigga been waiting, bro.
He's waiting. It's his turn.
You know, he's over here, bro.
Deserved.
These my niggas, man. I brought these niggas here for a reason. My niggas, man.
Here to tell the story.
And that shit's real. You know what I'm saying? That shit's thorough, man. You know, and I just want to keep us on time because I just want to be able to, you know, just go. Because to talk to you, Brick, talk to you guys, like, y'all, I see why y'all pick this up and why you kind of stick with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
It's a 100-year thing.
I
It ain't
think
like
y'all
a-
like the
hobby.
pressure a little bit. You know what I'm saying? From
Always.
it, like, all right, yeah, dare to be different. Okay, yeah, we are some of the only ones that are doing this.
100%.
Knowing that, you know, this, even though you said that it was created by black folks back in the day, that's
and there's
neither here
people that been before us too. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say this. We got Black
100%.
Surface Collective. You know what I mean? We got Color the Water.
100%.
We got the list
Salema,
goes on.
yeah, all that,
Salema, it's hella OGs that like really been doing this since the 70s.
Rick
Tony
Blocker.
Corley, Rick Blocker. You know, Sharon Schaefer. Everybody, like the list goes on.
Ryan Harris.
Ryan
Ryan
Harris.
Harris,
The list
straight up.
goes on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to be like I said, just a lighthouse. I'm not gonna say
Right.
we ain't start black surf. We not the first ones to be called a nigger in the water. You
Just
know?
this period of time with the social media and these things, it's nice that our personalities can fit that mold to help them push them
Yep.
and get them the credit that's due too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Well, it's a captured moment, and I just
Right.
wanted to see your perspective of when it happened to you because
Yeah.
we don't have everybody else here
Yeah,
right
that's
now,
real.
but we do have you,
Right.
and your story does matter through it.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
100%.
Thank you too. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Potlord.
The deal, Sharp.
What the fuck is up,
What's
man?
up, man?
Yeah, we cussing now, Lord.
Yeah,
It's
what's
on
up,
now.
Can I drink my beer?
We on. We done moved through it, man.
What
Go
the
ahead.
fuck's the
Go
deal?
ahead,
Hey,
Church.
hey, can you
Let the real you
somebody
come
bring
out.
me a beer? A beer?
He wants a beer.
Yeah, because he's got it.
Wait, sorry, can you grab two?
Let's
I need,
go.
I need another one.
Hey, man. My boy.
Julian
Potlord,
Williams in the
man.
cut.
My boy,
Julian.
Potlord, this
Straight off the Big
motherfucker.
Island.
Hey,
Dog.
man. Hey, man, I need me
We'll
one
get
of
you
these
over here in a
surf-
sec.
What's these surfboards be meaning to y'all, man? Y'all got any type of like special attachments to them?
Special attachments.
Yeah, special attachments.
Just the fins at the bottom, to be honest.
It's a little bit of everything.
No, honestly, man. Like, are you one
mean-
with your board? Like, are
Yeah.
these boards very?
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm
Wait,
saying? They
one
mean
more-
something
one
to
more
you.
for the Gage.
And
Like,
like,
if you lost it, you feel a certain type of way.
Oh yeah,
about it.
nah. It's
I
a
feel that
part
way
of your
about all
soul.
the boards.
They got different
for
character.
sure.
You know
This
what I
one
mean?
Rick gave to me, so this one's one of my favorites because like it didn't at the time it wasn't working for him too well, and I really wanted a new board, and he went and bought one. Didn't really enjoy it that much when I just came home. And he's like, "Yo, you want this board?" And it just like meant a lot to me. I was like, I loved it. So this is my favorite one to ride for real.
Yeah. And then that's my boy. That's the Mikey February twin pin.
Let me get
Mikey
away from this
February.
one.
He an icon, black surf icon, style master, style god. This board was actually a gift. And it means a lot to me now. I actually just got it, but it's one of them ones where it's like, boom, it got a piece in your soul for sure. It's not like, it's like, I don't know what to describe it like. It's like, I don't know. It's like you live in it in a way. You know what I mean? It's like your bedroom. Like, you got to just be right.
Part of your soul.
Yeah, exactly. That part.
Two-time surf champion.
My board. This
Three.
is this
Three.
is
Three. Hey, man. Hey, I was gonna say, hey,
Can't
man.
win no
I'm like, it
championships.
sound like he was working on the third. He probably didn't, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He probably. Hey,
Sharp, you're so
hey,
funny.
Church, you my
Yo,
dude.
Sharp's an
Hey,
icon.
hey, for real, bro.
What's the deal?
I gotta ask you.
What up?
Because I know you've been surfing, you know, and no disrespect to my dudes over
Nah,
here,
no,
because
no.
he told some real shit about it, and I learned a lot about that, and I hope the viewers did too today. But I gotta ask you, a kid who's been doing it, man, since a little kid, you know, what was the experiences for you? What even made you pick up a surfboard, man? Most niggas pick up video games or pick up, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
basketball, or go pick up something else. What made you say, hey, I'm gonna go to the beach and I'm gonna hop on a surfboard?
So
Let's
I,
get it.
so
Let's get it.
so
You know?
basically everybody knows I grew up in Venice, on the beach, damn boardwalk, like, you know, as a kid and shit. And I felt like when I was growing up, my dad was doing this thing or whatever on the board. I'm not gonna show you what it is, but you feel me? He's doing this thing on the boardwalk and shit, and I was just kind of just running around the beach, being a little beach rat kid, you know, just doing whatever. Yeah. And we had this one local dude, shout out Tonan. He was just like the local surfer.
Tonan.
Tonan is his name. I don't know what the hell it means. It's his name, but his name's Tonan. But but he was just like the local. He was just like the local surfer, whatever, you know, loudmouth, drinking all the time on the beach. Everybody knew him. He was the local. And he was just like, one day I was just like running around.
I don't know who that is, but he sounds like a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like the local nigga, right? So he
sounds like a good guy to me.
He would just one day I was just like running around. He was like, yo, bro, you want to come out and surf? I was like, shit, I don't know. Maybe let me ask my dad real quick. My dad was like, oh yeah, because my dad knew him and shit. So he's like, oh yeah, go. So he took me out, and bro, like he was like, I would never forget this. Like he would push me in the way, but he was holding the back of the board, so I would stand up every single time, you know. So nigga, that like made the bug off in my hand. Like I'm like nigga, I'm doing this shit every day. Fuck this skate park. Like I'm not about to be falling down.
On the ground.
Yeah,
when I can just fall through it.
right. Yeah. So then I made my dad give me like some bullshit ass surfboard from like a rental shop. I think he like strong darned it from him too. He was like, yeah. I think he did. I think he was just like, yo, we taking this. Like what you gonna do? You know, if you every niggas know in Venice, like if you a local there, you doing whatever you want. But so I bet he got me a board, nigga, and I was just pretty much just trying to go surf whenever I could. Basically, I mean, you got to think I'm still a little kid,
right?
So I was trying to surf whenever I could, and then the skating wave really took off like crazy. You know, you feel me? Had like Tony Hawk Pro Skater coming out and shit like that. So I got back into skating and kind of put the surfboard down because I had nobody to do it with. It was just all these like old ass white dudes out there and shit at the time, right?
Yeah.
So then like I kind of picked it back up around like, 14, 15 type shit. And it was just like, that's when, now I'm older. I can, I can say different shit. I'm not like 8-year-old kid. Now niggas is looking at me as like almost like a grown man. So bro, that's when I got all the racism and bro, I'm telling you, I remember I would never forget this, bro. I was like 16 years old. I went to Huntington Beach for the first time, right? Bro, the amount of niggas I got called was insane. And it was like, bro, I'm 16. I'm gonna fight 60 white niggas, bro. You feel me? Like, what am I do?
Yeah.
But it was like, yeah, it was crazy too. But growing up surfing was crazy as a black kid, bro, because it's just nothing like it, bro. It's literally nothing like it. Until you experience, it's nothing like it at all. It's not one thing I can tell you like, oh yeah, this is like being like a black golfer or being like a black hockey player. Yeah. Fuck no, bro.
No.
I played hockey, by the way.
This is white people all the time, bro, no matter what.
And what we were saying too, like you're in this space, brother. You're not even attached to the ground anymore.
Right.
The way that people act when they get out in that water and how confident they feel,
it's like being in a car.
Is silly.
You know, when everybody in the car, they extra confident. They're
honking at you, flicking you off.
It's like that same type of like, why do you feel so tough right now?
Just bro.
We're in the water.
Surfers are like they are the biggest. Like, oh nigga, what? You know, like bro. And it'd be nothing but like real talk, and especially in LA, like in LA County, bro. It's nothing but stepdads out there surfing, bro. So y'all niggas need to tone that shit the fuck down, bro.
Shitty waves too.
It's like
y'all gonna fight
2
me over a
foot.
shitty wave? This 2-foot wave right now?
But see, now
it's
I'm
not
like,
that serious.
At first I got, bro, like, so then like fast forward, I'm like 24, right? I'm surfing. See, now I'm slapping the shit out of niggas, bro. Because I was like, now I'm not playing that shit. You feel me? Like,
it's a little different.
Bro, I've niggas know, bro. In Venice, bro, I've slapped countless of niggas at the breakwater, bro, trying to pop that shit. It's videos on this shit.
Dude, paddling out with Potlord is like, it's a death sentence, low key. There's like, we were out there, Leo, that one day.
Oh yeah, bro, I was on them.
This
niggas.
man just look at this man wrong. He's like, what, bro? I got the Glock in the car, bro.
I was on this nigga, bro.
Like, but he was though. He was being mischievous. It was weird. He was being all weird.
So
So
you're gonna be one of the
Paolo
first
told
people.
him.
You're gonna be some of the first people to like make like a concealed compartment on that motherfucker to put your pistol in, bro.
Nah, bro, no.
It's peace and love, baby. Peace and love.
None of that.
What?
Ooh, look at that.
Julian, he didn't even see it. Your board almost went down, baby.
Your board almost went
My
down,
surfer
baby,
spot,
for the
look
countdown.
at my surfer. Look at my.
Y'all got me
surfer shit was
surrounded, bro. I
tingling.
feel like I'm gonna get jumped, bro.
Especially by him.
bro.
Straight on your ass.
Oh, this one.
Hey,
right
actually,
here.
hey, Julian, come here. Can you bring that stool in the middle right here?
Yeah, let's bring Julian Williams
on, man.
in here. Pro.
Bring him on in.
This is the pro
the
surfer.
Julian
the
Williams.
icon.
I don't know,
Yeah, he's
bro.
nice.
Hey,
Put it
in between.
King, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
I thought that's
I'm gonna get out there with y'all.
Hey,
Bro, let's vlog
Hey,
it.
come to the next
For
beach
real.
I'm
bounce,
gonna get
bro.
out there with
to
y'all.
Yeah, you gotta come to the
I'm
beach
saying.
bounce.
Hey, I'm gonna get out there with y'all, and I'm gonna show
sir.
y'all how this shit is done. How the West was won in
Hey,
this
give me
shit.
your headphones
You feel me?
so you can hear him.
So this my boy Julian, man.
Julian, man. Hey, man.
Julian Williams.
Sharp,
What up?
Church.
Pleasure.
How you feeling, man? I met you out there, man. Yeah,
Sir,
man.
my boy.
Yeah, he like, yeah, man, my boy. Hey, man, appreciate you.
This is my boy right here, man. Hey, Julian fucking rips, man. This
is
nigga
insane.
fucking rips.
This is the image of black surf right now.
Yeah, he
right?
rips,
Julian
bro.
Williams,
He
icon.
rips.
Yeah.
He rips. You're
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
I'm from Hawaii. I'm 22 years old. I
Yeah.
just moved here for film school, and just been getting involved with the Ebony Beach Club. Before I even moved out here, Brick was hitting me up like, bro,
Yeah.
you gotta move out here. You gotta get out here. Look what we're doing. He's sending me all these videos of them surfing and going out, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, I'm making the jump.
Yeah.
So in February, I moved out here, and it's just been like, it's
Were
been
you
a dream
surfing
ever
already
since.
in Hawaii?
Yeah, so I've been surfing since I was about 13 years old. My dad is from San Antonio, Texas, and my mom is a local Hawaiian there. So when I was growing up, I really didn't even surf. I played a whole bunch of basketball, just basketball.
See, that's the fuck I asked your ass. Like, and you, like, y'all didn't just do some regular shit.
I mean,
No,
I did, but I
never
mainly
did.
surfed. Like, I mainly surfed. I didn't really like. I
You
mean,
was really in that shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I didn't
you
really.
was there.
Yeah, because I was on the beach, bro. I was like, You know, if you went to the basketball courts, where in Venice, nigga, that you was getting put on. There was no playing basketball. You was like, you want to play basketball, you want to hop in the game, you got to get put on. Yeah. So that was out.
See, me, I'm over.
That was out.
I was fishing and like playing ice hockey and riding BMX and stuff like that. Was what I was on. I played football for a season.
Life, my man.
Yeah, I ride unicycles. I'll just be doing whatever.
Unicycles.
Yeah, anything. I'll just be telling my mom like I want a unicycle. She was like, okay.
Yeah, fucking.
I swear,
hey,
bro.
Mom. Hey. Son, what
She'll
you want?
tell
You
you.
want to get that new PlayStation? No, unicycle.
But for real, you know what I mean? It was like
Unicycle.
I just wanted what other people weren't on. That was my thing. I was always like, what are other people not doing? I want to do that. Yeah. Hockey, let's go. I played that for 4 seasons. You know what I mean? I was like,
there's a lot of people that do play that, bro.
Bro, black people playing hockey. I lived in North Carolina growing up.
There's a couple pros.
Come on, dog. I played ice hockey for 4 years. There was not one black child on my team the whole time.
Player.
You can count on probably
hockey's
less than 2 hands. Hockey is amazing. I love
Hockey's
hockey.
fire.
It's just like nobody, like black people
man.
don't got an exposure to it.
Hey,
It's
you
just
know what I
expensive.
noticed?
You got to have
good at
ice.
skating.
What I love about professional hockey, shout out to the NHL, but what I like about them is, man, they let them get down.
They get down.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the shit.
Like,
Yes, sir.
like for real, they throw you in a little box, let y'all cool down, and when y'all want to come back out, y'all get it
hard.
again.
The squabble real
And they
quick.
also got the
That's
shout
raw.
out. I forgot his name, but it was a first official like black manager in the NHL now.
Wow.
So
See,
I
I
forgot
didn't
his
know
name,
that.
but fuck, man, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's an icon.
Yeah.
Salute to that man.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah, we need a penalty box in
That's
surf
different,
too.
bro.
Like we
Yeah,
low
man.
key got to be able to just like throw hands on the record.
What made you? Hey, my man.
We'll get him a shorter chair.
What made you start surfing? Like, what made you like, man, this about to be it right here. I'm about to start messing with this.
So
Said basketball wasn't enough. Like
yeah.
basketball wasn't feeding your need.
I grew up a block away from the beach, and like the basketball court that we had practices on was on the beach. So like most of my friends from school would be running out across the basketball court, going out to surf, and I'd be running suicide, just like sweating my ass off. And it started to come to the point where, why the fuck am I standing here sweating while all my friends are smiling, running, playing on the beach? Like, why am I doing this? And then I had a birthday party with actually one of my teammates at the time, and his dad like set up a whole bunch of boards and was like, hey, this is how you paddle, this is how you stand up, go have fun. Didn't tell us anything else, just told us go have fun. And we all paddled out there, and I probably caught my first wave for about 2 seconds, and after that it was just like, I'm hooked. That feeling of just being in the ocean and enjoying like the camaraderie of all your friends and not having to worry about everything else on the beach.
Yeah.
was,
Facts.
like,
And then that's how I felt too. Like I grew up, nigga. I'm not that tall, bro. So I knew I wasn't going to no goddamn NFL
Shorties.
or no motherfucking NBA. So I'm like, bro, if I'm gonna put my time into something, it's gonna be this.
Yeah,
like
feel that.
that's just what it was. But I did play I played football all throughout high school. I was like nigga starting quarterback, varsity type shit and all that shit. But I knew it was never going nowhere because I was too small. I swear to God, I knew it was.
What's up with anybody here sponsored?
Surfing wise?
Ebony
Surfing
Beach Club.
wise?
Yes.
Knew you were gonna say
EBC
it.
baby.
Yeah.
Something was just in your face already gonna tell me. I'm just waiting to say it.
Yeah, shout out your sponsors,
Just
bro.
waiting to- yeah, man, shout them out.
Actually, behind you, my shaper, he's been shaping for me for about 8 years now. DMZ Surfboards out of Huntington Beach. He's been like shipping my boards from Huntington to Hawaii every 3 or 4 months, and I would have a quiver set for the whole year.
Yo, DMZ, get at me, bro. I need a new board sponsor.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, if
Get
you're
at me,
trying to
man.
jump
I
in
need a
there.
new board sponsor. Go ahead and shoot them to
Yeah,
me, man.
DMZ, get at me,
Yeah,
bro. I need a new board sponsor.
Yeah,
Dave
But,
Moore Surfboards. It's the
That's
man.
yeah. I want to.
Yeah.
So mine. Shout out Rip Curl and shout out Simple Supply Co. and also shout out Log Wraps.
Shout out Log Rock. That's the
Log
homie.
Raps.
Yeah.
That's the homie. But really, everybody's sponsored by Ebony Beach
And
Club.
Ebony Beach Club,
I think,
yeah.
I think
I like that.
You know what I
Bottom line
mean?
there.
Because it's like
Bottom
we
line at the
here
end
for
of the day.
you know we here for the
Bottom
social
line at the
equity.
end of the day.
We here for the social equity, but we also here for that financial
And
equity.
also,
we need spaces
also
up in
shout
here,
out
you
to
know
the
what I mean?
filmer Zay.
for real. That's my little brother right there,
I be
man.
on the cam. I'm the little bro. Good to meet you.
Hey, man, that's live right there, man.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
He been popping out, man. He been doing his thing too.
What I like is that he's there for you to capture them moments. You know,
100%.
because some of
Every
the moments you never get back. You might not never ride that one the same again. Just
That's
happened
real.
the way that it
Yeah.
happened that day. You know,
Xavier making history.
Xavier's making history because it's like
we capturing every event. We capturing surf. We capturing everything. Every
Everything.
goddamn thing.
he ain't got that thing. But
Hey man, we're gonna have to do us a little vlog or something.
Man, let's do that.
We'll have to go out
The
there,
next
man.
the next beach bound the next beach bound.
we launching our
Y'all do the
YouTube right now.
bonfire at the end of the night, man, with marshmallows and bitches.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
Make it happen. Why not?
Yeah, we can't do that. These niggas had a stripper
Did I
pole,
say that?
stripper
My
pole
bad,
on the
Church.
beach. I've never seen anybody do that. What niggas holding surfboards saying, nigga, come on, bro, stop the cap. Come to Ebony Beach Club, nigga. We don't give a fuck.
Casino fucking performing.
Yeah.
The best part
The
is
fuck
all
is these
not even
niggas talking
planned like
about?
that, yo.
Nothing is planned.
It's not planned. Like we were chilling, and then our friend pulled up. It was
My
just like
homegirl Mackenzie
so-
Palmer, she's amazing.
Yeah, right,
She's a dancer.
right.
She rode with a whole squad of just
Unbelievable.
dancers. They be on their burlesque vibes,
Yeah.
and she just brought that real, you know what I mean, that vibe.
She's like, I
to
brought
the
the
beach.
pole. Like you
Well,
mind if we
Church,
set it
you
up?
know,
We were like,
hey,
you-
Church. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, well, I'm just saying, you know, and I'm making it funny. I just needed a waxable surfboard.
Yeah, come on. Wax on, wax off. Yeah, nah. The women, honestly though, the women are the actual heart and soul of the Ebony Beach
Yeah.
Club. It's like that's really the vibe there. Like all the women are mad comfortable. Every girl who goes to the beach wants to show up with all their homegirls, so everybody come through.
Yeah,
I
they hold it
DJ,
down.
so we just be sending the
Oh.
vibes
Yeah,
up.
you
The-
gotta
I
come.
can tell you might already have you and my lady.
Oh, I have
Pull out one
I
of
got me a
them.
little.
Damn, Gage.
Don't break that.
Yeah.
Bro, hey, I swear to you, homie. I swear to you. Before we even started filming and I seen they was set up, I was like, bro, I'm about to knock one of these motherfuckers down, bro. Because I moved too much. So I was like, damn, I ain't trying to, hey, man, I'm not trying to hurt none of these, man, or nothing. But we definitely going to have to go out, man, and
Yeah.
go fuck around a little bit.
Come on,
you
tap
know?
in with us, bro.
I
It
think
would
it's- I
actually
think
be
it's gonna
amazing. I would
dope.
love to see that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say it, but then they be like, oh yeah, when you gonna teach me to surf?
No,
Nah.
bro. Hey, listen.
Actually
Pull up.
show up.
Hey,
Pull up.
Listen to me, dog. Done swam in the ocean, man. Man,
Come
half
on.
my shit, man.
Let's
So
go.
it's
Let's
it's
go.
nothing.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, we getting
Hey,
sharp.
before we get up out of here,
Epic.
bro, I need to know this. This is my
What's
last
up?
question.
What's the deal?
I need to know, bro. When y'all niggas be having the boo boo and y'all paddle hella out, man, what you do? Just drop
Hey,
that shit.
we'll tell you exactly
What you
what we
niggas
do.
do?
Hey,
Just drop
no,
that
we gonna
shit
get
in the
into
water.
it. We gonna get into
I
it.
need to know
Too many
this.
stories.
I call
House
it.
phone. I need to
We
know.
gonna get into it.
Hey,
House phone in the building. Shout out to
House phone in the
motherfucking
building.
house phone.
Hey, that nigga Potlord be for sure shitting in his wetsuit.
Yeah, baby.
I'm already knowing we know.
it's a moon pie.
Here we go. All right. Can I look? Let me give you the context real quick. All right.
No.
No.
I thought he was joking.
No,
You
no.
dead ass right now.
Bro, look, I'm dead ass. All right. So I was like,
Shots
I was like
fired, bro.
19 years old. Look, I was like 19 years old, right? It's pumping, right? I had to take a shit, bro.
It's pumping. I had to say that.
No, but it's fucking, it's pumping.
Pause.
Everybody, right? It's pumping, right? You niggas know, right? It's pumping, right?
Pause.
I'm like 19 years old. I had to take a shit super bad, right? I'm trying to go in, bro. It's fucking cleanup set comes behind me, bro. I have nothing to do but duck diving, bro. Nigga, the pressure
Whoa,
shit
hold
comes
the
out of
fuck
me.
on.
What could I do? What could I
Is
do?
duck diving?
Yeah, you gotta,
Oh, here we go. This is
you
now
gotta
we
dive
get
under the
serious.
wave. You gotta dive under the wave.
Crashing on
And
you.
you took a shit under the wave.
Yeah, cause the wave landed on me, bro. That shit, bro. Come on, y'all niggas know that shit landed on me. Nigga, that shit just obliterated.
They can resonate with you on this.
They know, bro, cause they know.
I don't know if I would agree. No, I would never let a shit go while I'm duck diving.
I've never
I
shit
would
myself
not.
while
I
surfing.
can't
Talk that shit,
I
Church.
piss in my wetsuit. That's a thing.
Yeah.
You know, seat warmer. Turn it on.
I pee,
Yo, that's
I
crazy.
pee all day in my wetsuit,
You
dude.
almost look forward to peeing in your
I mean, I'll say this. What can
Shout out
you
manager Josh in the building.
look
What
forward
can
to
you
it.
do? I mean, I get that you done paddled all the way out. What the fuck you gonna do? Paddle all the way back to shore?
I was
get
on the
out,
way.
I
run
do
to the
that.
bathroom, like
Yeah, I have to do that.
mean,
Yeah.
Mind
Pull
you,
that
nigga,
shit down,
I'm
you're
at,
naked in the
mind you,
bathroom.
I'm at fucking Third Point, bruh. So I'm way out the back.
Yeah, you're way out the
I'm
back.
way out the back,
Yeah,
bruh.
nah,
And a cleanup set comes.
Walking all the way to the
Nah,
fucking
nah, nah,
bathroom.
nah, nah.
Cleanup, yeah.
By the time he gets there,
I'm
he's
holding
gonna
it, bro.
shit himself
Hey,
all
hey,
over.
there's a porta potty right when you go in on Third. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah,
But
just
that
you
shit right there.
It
that's
doesn't
the
matter.
thing.
It still got. It was a
bro,
cleanup
it's
set.
you just
what are you
gotta,
gonna do?
You gotta have foresight. You gotta have foresight. I'm not gonna drink a coffee, leave the crib. I'm just not gonna do that unless I know there's a bathroom
strategic.
where I'm gonna go.
Hey, straight the fuck up.
And we smoking
with some
spliff.
sense, my man. He said, "Come on, bro. Like
That's
we
the
about to
reality.
be all the way out." In the mix
Yeah, no, that's
right now,
facts. That's
bro.
facts.
gonna be
And then you know what's crazy? I used to think I was one of those like white niggas that come out there with their coffee, like, oh y'all, it's really good yesterday. like, nah, nigga,
Yeti coffee.
nah, nigga,
Couple
fuck
fun
that.
ones?
Yeah, couple sick ones, huh? Yeah,
Couple fun ones,
super
yeah.
good, yeah. Nigga, come to Ebony Beach Club. We don't eat no fucking seaweed chips, nigga. We eating chicken, drinking beer,
tacos.
smoking weed, nigga, and we talking about bitches, nigga. Fuck out of here.
And I'm gonna say this. Hey, chill. Hold on. This is some of Potlord's home right here, man. Bob don't know what
Yeah.
they be going. Hey, he just trying to rep for the Ebony Beach
Yeah, there
Club,
we go.
man. And I'm gonna tell you this,
Potlord, he
I'm
different.
gonna rep for the
Real
Ebony
different.
Beach Club, man.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate all y'all coming through, man. Fucking with me today, man.
Yes,
for
sir.
real, for real.
Come surf
and
with
we
us.
Gonna, hey, man, we going surfing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, bro.
You know
Hey,
what
the
I'm
next
saying?
beach bounce.
Hey, man.
Announce the date. Next date of the beach bounce.
August 14th, Beach Bounce.
Where
Pop
at?
out, Dockweiler Beach.
Okay.
Come through
Different.
with good energy and good energy only.
Free surf lessons by my nigga
so
Soulfly Surf School, man.
And Color the Water.
Color the Water as well.
You know,
Shout out Color the
and
Water.
Yeah, shout out David Milana. Shout out Lizelle. Shout out everybody that's been helping with the whole thing. And
Hey,
And
man.
clean
Pop
up
out.
the beach.
And clean up the
energy.
beach. Pick up your
Clean up
fucking
the
trash,
beach.
bruh.
We got
Hey,
positive
it's about
vibes,
respect.
a big
Yeah.
booty, and some beer. We're set.
Yeah, let's get it. Bring only Coronas too.
Listen to me.
Love.
I appreciate y'all, man, for real. Y'all appreciate everybody. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the viewers. I appreciate everybody
Yes.
that's here today.
I
That's
appreciate
watching
you
this
having
one.
us.
Hey, man,
Thank you
this
so
was
much.
love.
Thank you.
And I got some ideas for us in the future.
Say word.
We'll talk about those, though.
Let's run it.
You know what I'm saying? I got some ideas I
Yeah.
think that y'all gonna like, man.
Hell
We're
yeah.
gonna
The
do
Sharp
some
Tanks.
things. We're gonna do some things, love one. I
Yes,
see
sir.
a vision.
Let's go,
I see
man.
something.
Let's go,
Let's
man.
go.
Ebony Beach Club, baby.
I see a vision. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think, and I think we all know what that can be.
Yeah.
So we gonna do it, man. I appreciate y'all for coming, man.
Yes, sir.
Being here, man.
The Shark Tank, baby.
We're gonna sound off, man. The Shark Tank.
Chee! Ebony Beach Club.
Ebony Beach Club.
Yeah.
No jumper. Sharpest, coolest surfers in the world today, man.
Let's go.
Hey, and I appreciate y'all
Yeah, yeah,
motherfuckers
yeah.
for coming,
get a
man.
hat.
We're around here, church. Hey, Ronnie, hey, baby, shoot us out the gym. Or surf us the fuck up out of here.
Let's go.